Ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome back to another episode of the Will Hill Show. Today, we've had her on the show before, not in this format. She came, we was doing more of like a interview type style, but now we podcasting. Tionna, tell the people who you are.
Nice. I'm Empress Tionna. I'm a fashion designer. I recently found out where my calling, I guess, is going to be in. I love costume design, so
that's the move.
That's the move. I don't really like making regular clothes no more.
No
started
more ball
making me
gown
depressed.
shit.
I want fun stuff for movies, TV shows, stuff like that.
How'd you come across that? Like what?
Truthfully, I love Halloween, so if I could dress up as somebody else, that's super fun.
Right. No, I've been seeing you. Who you just did? The nanny.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually wearing one of her outfits right now.
That shit was dope. Y'all make sure y'all check that shit out. She most definitely is talented in her field.
Thank you.
So, what's the next project? So I said.
Truthfully, I had been picking them, but somebody finally dropped some suggestions for me. Somebody wanted me to do Cher. So
okay.
Cher, she didn't really say which look for Cher, but I picked a dress already that I wanted to do.
What's you think of be like your biggest project? What's like the dream project? If you had enough time, enough money, you wanted to.
I'd like to actually make clothes for a movie, like do
like
the full production. Set? Yes.
You think you could do like a whole set yourself?
I believe so.
Oh shit!
I did Fran the Nanny by myself.
I guess
and that was in between me working and doing my other, custom orders and stuff. That was stuff I tried to do in my free time.
Right. Then you got you a little actual boutique, right?
Yes,
Tell them people where it's at, man.
Okay, so my boutique is at.
She say okay. I guess.
Like my boutique, I opened recently. It was December when I had my grand opening, December 19th. It's on 95th and Avers, 9500 South Avers. It's like in between Pulaski and Kedzie. Mm-hmm. Right across from Exxon gas station. I love my boutique. It's still, I'm still getting stuff in order. It's like
that's forever. That's I promise
stuff,
you. That's forever. We've been doing this for a little while, and we always finding something we can add. You're forever going to be growing it into your own. You know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about that. What do you do there? What is it like?
Right now, I'm really trying to build up my ready to wear clothing.
What's that?
But since it's
I'm a little slow. What's that?
Okay, so ready to wear clothing is like when you go into Walmart or Target or stores like that. The clothes that they have on the racks already is considered ready to wear.
Okay.
What I started out doing was custom. So like when people come in and they want me to take their measurements and make it just their size,
Okay. So
I want to be able to do both. So I've been trying to like build up my inventory for the ready to wear plus the custom orders. So
when it comes to this stuff, what do you consider success? What's your standard for you've made it?
Money.
Yeah, finances. So what's your threshold?
Money,
a meal? Your first meal? You be like, hey, I did this shit.
I want to be a trillionaire, honestly.
Oh shit!
I want to be a trillionaire.
Keep them numbers going.
I don't even want to limit myself and say $1 million because I feel like that's definitely limiting myself. But for me, success is just me ultimately seeking happiness. Like I'm at peace. I love everything that I'm doing about my life. Everything is just going the way it's supposed to go.
Right.
And of course the money.
I mean, they always say like you find your passion, you'll find a way to get paid for it. You know
That's
what I'm
true because I said I manifested me being a fashion designer. I didn't go to school for this, and it's just something. Art is just something that's really within me. But
like it's so funny to me because like with art, that comedy is considered an art too. And like those
theater,
it's all these conventional ways of thinking, and this is the way you're supposed to do it. These are the rules. This is how you do it. But the people who stand out are the people who break those rules.
That's what
so it's like, I'm like, so wait. You telling me I'm supposed to go here, learn how to do this way, just to be like, nah, fuck that, then become successful? That's dumb. Like, I'm gonna skip a step. I just do it my way from the get go.
And truthfully, I feel like in school they teach you how to do stuff one way. Like,
right, I'm saying it's cookie cutter as hell.
You know, and it's so many different ways to do everything. Like when they told you in math, there's so many different ways to get to one answer. Like it's so many different ways to make a jacket with the same pattern. You can use whatever techniques you want, and it's just easier. Because I find a way, even when I use patterns, I find a way to make it my own. Like, do it the way I feel like it's easiest to do.
Nah, I feel you. Because, like, with comedy, man, one of the, like, if you go to someone who's teaching you how to do comedy, one of the things they say is, you know, you never turn your back to the audience.
Right.
But if that's part of your fucking bit, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, because I do a bit when I talk about, like, my first rejection. I ain't gonna get too much into it because this is a joke y'all gotta pay for. But basically, I talk about, like, going to a juke party. And then you dance with a girl, she turn around and go, he ugly. Like, that shit's embarrassing. But for like for that bit, I have to turn around. You know what I'm saying? I gotta turn around and do the head whip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, conventional comedy will tell you, oh, you can't turn your back to the audience. But I'm like, it's part of the damn bit. You remember the juke parties though?
I do remember the juke parties. I was not mean to people though. I wasn't one of those.
Fuck out of here.
No, I really wasn't. I don't like really hurting people's feelings, and I'm not really confrontational like that. Like unless you bother me, then there's a difference. But I'll just politely be like, no.
Yeah, it was.
I don't put you out on blast.
It was always some mean girls. Get your ugly ass out.
No, I don't do that. People
like,
be
bitch,
crazy, man.
Hit
they
you
be
with an
ready
egg
to
in the
shoot
parking
up
lot.
spot, stab you, and I ain't trying to get stabbed because I called you ugly, so I just leave it alone.
I do want to say I think that shit is ass. That shit's trash. Guys, your ass get turned down by a girl in the middle of the fucking street. You ain't gotta call a girl a bitch.
Granted, some of them people do take it too far when they tell people no.
Fuck that. Oh, fuck that.
But
I feel like, no, honestly.
People shouldn't be doing that. You are so right. Because, I mean, I've seen it happen.
I think it's a high threshold for that to be okay, quite honestly. Like, because I went on my way to approach you, and however you respond is however you respond.
Right, that's true.
Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? If you instantly go in trying to treat me, that's still no need for violence, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or to be aggressive. I'm just gonna roast your ass back. Fuck you mean?
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Now they called you a bitch back, or you know,
right,
something back to you. That's different. But putting, you know,
I go trying to holler at somebody,
you, whatever.
They be like, "Well, if you get your bitch ass away from me, bitch, who the fuck you calling?" No,
I don't do all that. I try to be real polite to people because I don't want nobody bothering me anyway.
I've heard stories like y'all be like, "I just give him the phone number so he don't bother me."
Because some guys are really persistent about it. They'll keep bothering you, and you feel uncomfortable. And he's like, "Okay, I just go ahead and give him my number. It's fine."
That I don't want no pity number. Don't.
Some men do. You're saying shit. That, but it be men that's like steady. That's what I said
for safety. Like they do it to feel safe, and I think that's ass. Like, bro, if you get rejected, just take the rejection, bro.
Like, I feel like y'all gotta sit down with y'all bros, y'all men, and sit down and talk to them because that's been going on for a long time now.
Like, bro, just take that L and like just keep it moving.
They never do.
It's not that. All right, fuck it. We gonna move along. We're gonna talk about tattoos real quick. You got anybody name tattooed on you?
My mom.
Like obviously, like more of like a significant other.
No.
How do you feel about that?
It's not my thing.
Hell no. Fuck that. It shouldn't be nobody thing.
I'm not gonna judge nobody that do it.
I think it's stupid. I will. Fuck
I'm not gonna say that. I ain't gonna say it's stupid because maybe they
it's
feel
stupid. Nah, like if that person ain't dead and can't do shit else to like make you regret that shit.
I mean, I regret getting my mom's name tattooed on me.
Shit.
So. You can regret anybody's name getting it tattooed on you.
Well, shit, you goddamn right, Mom.
I'm gonna get that covered up. So.
No, like I love my mom, but I'll never get her name tattooed on me.
I don't
see
anybody ever getting anyone's name tattooed on them. I don't care who they are to you, unless they're kids. Your kids, you can't
really go wrong. You can't really go wrong unless your kid become like a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? Chicago River killer. You be like,
that's still my kid. I'm not gonna disown you. I hate that you did that to people, but you're still my kid.
That's my baby. Let them out. They ain't do nothing. Kill 18 people.
I love you from inside the cage because you're crazy.
Just let me visit them, y'all. Just let me visit them.
They might kill me.
Put them in a jacket. Put them in a jacket. Let me visit them. Right there,
they got the cuffs on when I come in the room. But yes, I still love you.
Oh my God. No, I think even more now, starting to see even more people get names tattooed on them.
Oh, it's been happening.
And I'm like, every time I see it, I go, why? Like, for what? You know what? And then like, isn't it a girl who got like an NBA young boy, like his name and face tattooed on her, and she's never met this man? I'm like, That's insane. That's
people
insane.
were doing the same thing to
doing?
Cardi B. You know, people were getting her face tattooed on them.
Oh, that's insane.
She was reposting them on her page and stuff, but you know, people get their favorite celebrities, you know, tattooed on them. I can't wait till somebody get my face tattooed on them.
I'll tell you right now, I will not do that shit. For me, don't do that shit.
I'll definitely repost it when you guys get my face tattooed on.
I will too.
For sure.
As I'm roasting your ass. Look at this dumb motherfucker. Tattoo nice though. I mean, those some clean lines, but this dumb motherfucker.
Terrible.
Like, fuck out of here.
You gonna make them want to get it covered up.
I don't know you. You better get it covered up if you smart.
Well, Drake did that one time. Somebody got his name tattooed across the forehead. I think he sued or something. Because she got it big as hell, like across the forehead. I'm
not getting nobody face tattooed on me. Never. Well, one thing I think is the stupidest when people get their own name tattooed on them. Like, you go forget your name. They be like, hey, yo, what's your name? Shit. I'm Will. Shit. I almost forgot, boy.
Almost forgot, man. My name. That's why I get it. Might as well get it right here so people can just see it.
Like a name tag. Hi, my name is Will. Oh, shit.
I guess maybe unless your name means something really deep, I guess.
They get the meaning. Fuck you in.
I guess it's a way to look at it, but you know, I don't really spend my time worrying about what people do.
I just every time I see it, it's just like the most like crazy thing to me. Like,
I just know I ain't gonna do it. I just know that's not something for me. That's I still, like I said, I got my mom's name tattooed on me twice.
Twice? What? In like two separate places or two separate times? You was like, I love my mama 2 times.
Truthfully, they were supposed to cover up the one at the bottom because I didn't like it, and they redid it at the top, but then they didn't really cover up the bottom. You can still see it, so it's there twice.
You ever try to tattoo, like be a tattoo artist?
I thought about it at one point, and I still would like to learn.
Yeah,
just
order you a kit.
Thought about that too.
Just buzzing.
Talk to my tattoo artist and ask him, where's the best place to get these tattoo kits? Because I be wanting tattoos too much to not know how to do them. So,
do you think you have to stay in Chicago to make it though? I think we talked about this last time. You said a little bit.
I don't think so.
No.
I feel like I'm gonna do my best to promote the brand while I'm here in Chicago, but obviously I want to move around because I want more people around the world to.
What's your ideal location?
Multiple locations. I want to have stores throughout, the U.S. I don't want to just stick to one place and have a store there. So I can't get my trillions just having it in one place.
You ain't getting no trillions in Illinois at all.
No, God no.
Because you black, they taxing your ass.
I know. That's why I'm gonna have to just make sure I have multiple properties all over the place. But yeah, I definitely want to open up stores.
Man, just to flip the script, I was talking to one of my old coworkers, and he's a strong believer that integration was like some of the worst shit that ever happened. And then I had seen this thing on the internet. You seen this? Where these kids, all the kids was eating except the black kids?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so there's what is it? Let's call it a preschool because I forgot what it is.
It looks like it's preschool daycare or something.
It's like a preschool, right? And so there is just a snapshot. I'm not sure if they posted like a whole video, but basically let's just say all the white kids have a plate in front of them are eating, and all the black kids do not. Like they serving them last type shit. And so of course the director comes out and they go, "Oh no, this is just a bad picture of what's going on." And so like my first instinct was to go back and check, right? You try to verify. Then you look at this, and it's like black kids. They not at one. If they're all at one table, I could be like, "Alright, they kind of still did the shit on purpose." No, not for like they kind of still did shit on purpose. But now it looked like maybe it was some type of order to it. Nah, it's black kids that sitting at different tables. So all the kids around them literally got a plate, except the black kids. I'm like, damn.
So my question though, I guess the school probably wasn't released on where this was happening, but did the parents not know?
So a parent put this out. So the parents have access to the camera so they can see what's going on. And a parent tuned in and seen this.
So they gave
took a screenshot.
to the parents.
Yeah, all the parents have access to the cameras at the school.
And they thought it was a good idea to not feed the kids. I got on camera. I didn't cut the camera off while y'all was feeding. I let them see y'all wasn't feeding them. Or maybe they did one of those like, oh, you could check it, and they're thinking like, oh, well, since I can, I won't. Like
type stuff. That's what I was thinking too. Or maybe it really is whoever the teacher is. That's their ideology, not the school's ideology, right? I'm pretty sure
it is the school's ideology because they hired the teacher.
Yeah, but I feel like you could hide that up to so much. That's something little, but who knows what more stuff she could have been doing to ingrain to not.
I feel like that is big because why are the white kids getting food and the black kids?
No, I'm not saying it's not big. I think it's a big deal, but I think it's just a small thing in a larger scale grand scheme,
okay,
right? I think this is so small that, and we already know they gonna hire their own. White people gonna hire their own, so. The racism might not have showed up front. Even if it did, maybe they thought they had it, well under control. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, hey, you can do this, but don't do that type shit. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is you think maybe it's like mostly white staff at this place?
Oh, guarantee it's a private school.
I'm gonna be honest, as a parent, a black parent.
I would hope this gonna be real weird.
I'm not finna send my kid nowhere. Now I don't know how if it was an all white staff or not, but I'm definitely not sending my kid nowhere with all white staff.
No?
No.
Yeah, no, I think that's
I'm not saying all white people are racist. That's not what I'm saying at all. But
I forgot it.
I don't trust I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
No,
I need to see some people that look like me that understand, that get like I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving my kid there in an all white school.
No? So,
well, at least not with all the administrators that are white. Y'all ain't got no black people in charge?
Man, shit, but we both know you got to be careful of them.
That's true, too.
Well, it's mostly white, and it's like
but see, when you meet the black person, you can kind of tell which side they on.
Get to talking to you like Carlton Banks. You be like,
it's real evident what side they on. Like, you one of them? Okay, don't worry about it.
Bitch, is that a Trump 2020 tattoo, bitch?
I don't know why people are so against public schools, though. To be just rushing to put their kids in and they think they're saving the kids, putting them in these little private schools and stuff, and it's making it worse.
I feel like, quite honestly, school starts at home.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, no matter what, I want to say no matter, like, what environment you really put them in, is how you are making sure your kids are educated at home, right? Because we've seen so many people come from public schools and then get into universities and stuff like that. So going to a private school is not necessarily. I mean, yeah, it's not necessarily going to put you on the path to success. You know what I'm saying? You just spent money. Like
that's how I look at it. Because they getting. Well, I ain't gonna say they getting the same education. Because I feel like in private schools they might get a little bit more.
No, they get smaller classrooms. You know what I'm saying? They get more one-on-one attention. But in a situation like that, we see that it's not always the case because they not getting one-on-one attention. They can't even get fucking lunch. Like,
right?
That shit's not fucking insane. So you're not sending your kids to no?
No.
Not like none?
Not like that, no. Y'all could go to public school. I went to a public school. I turned out fine. I went to a public school. It's not like a college going to deny you because you went to a public school.
Right, for real.
And those are free. So, I mean, I'm not going to spend money for my kid to be bullied because she there with mostly, because they there with mostly white kids that's not used to being around black kids or whatever.
Yeah. How do you feel about, like, colorism? Do you think that's a real problem?
I think it's a real problem within the black community, too.
Yeah. You think white people suffer from colorism? Not really. They all white.
Doubt it. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to offend anybody.
Fuck. Goddamn, this your goddamn opinion. Like,
maybe the more pale ones more pale ones feel more superior because they like closer to white. So I don't know.
From what I understand on the outside looking in, that it's more of a cultural thing. Where you're actually from. I feel like as black people in America, we had this conversation a while ago. How I accept the term black Now some people want to be African American. I'm like, no, I'm black. I'm a man without a land. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and mix me in with everybody who's here and put us all, in this bubble, however you want to put it.
But
right?
Black isn't even what we really are.
No, I mean, it's hard. When it comes to race or nationality, you can't. Black ain't. What the fuck is black? Where is it? There is no fucking place called black. So when it comes to nationality, you tend to where you're from, your geographical location.
Right. That's usually.
And so that's usually
we're Americans.
Right. That's usually where the differences go between them bickering. So colorism, I think, is mainly between us because we ain't got shit else.
I mean, it's between them too, because why not just call us all Americans? We were all born here. Why does there have to be a white and a black? Why not just say American? Why isn't it just a box to check American?
My thing is that needs to be a European American, and no one except the natives should be calling themselves American. You know what I'm saying? Because people who are Irish Americans say that shit, Polish Americans, they say that shit, and white people, y'all not from here. Let's be honest. Your ass is European American,
right?
English American. You know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna
keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? But you want everybody else to throw something in front of their shit, but y'all don't want to do that. But I want to talk about colorism. With you being on a lighter side here, there was I think Lisa Ray was not defending, but saying that the dude had the right to say this. I think he was like a radio host, and he compared black women to different levels of toast. He was saying, "Did you see that shit, Curtis?" Yeah, nah. So
I haven't even heard it. I'm already offended.
I don't want to misquote him because I only read like a snippet of it. I didn't even read it all because I feel like I gathered what I needed to from it and kind of just kept moving. That's stuff I really try not to feed into. I don't want to perpetuate it. I seen it.
Makes it worse for you guys.
Right. I seen it. It was just like, all right. Because I think he was like trying to say his preference and was using like shades of toast. It was like, I don't like one burnt toast. You know what I'm saying? And I like my toast, just brown. Shit like that. It was bad. But then Lisa Ray, has said some shit along the lines of, although I don't like agree with it, like he still has the right to say that, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of falls close to like, preferences, right? I think everybody's entitled to their own preference. But then like when you get to comparing shit to shit that's not fucking people, it's a little weird. Like
it's not even just that. For me, I really don't understand what's going on in this generation because people don't know how to just focus on what they like.
Right.
I don't eat pork, but I'm not constantly posting how much pork is terrible.
Right, yeah.
You don't need to eat it. Like, focus on what you like.
Yeah,
you don't have to say, I like white men. I freaking hate black women. Like, you don't have to say that. Like, you could just say, this is who you date, and that's it. Yeah, I want to find a nice white woman. If that's what you said, nobody would have anything to do with, say, somebody might. But for the most part, you're not going to piss off anybody because you said that. It's when you follow up with, they are much better than you black, Yeah, no, like, what?
It's the terrible comparisons, right? You did not have to do or say any of that, right?
Yes.
You just state your preference, and it is what it is from
It's
there.
not even a problem that he compared us to food. It's just more so of him saying, oh, nobody's going to want this. I don't want this.
Right,
like, first of all, some people do like burnt toast. Asshole. Burnt anything, like, shoot, anybody that have barbecue, I don't want nothing that don't like it's been cooked.
My mama burns everything.
If we want to talk about food, I want my stuff crispy.
Growing up, my mom was like, oh, she don't know it's done until it's burnt. I'm like, yeah, that's past that.
That's how I feel about sausages, like dead ass. When you cooking them on there, like, I need to see it need to be burnt. I'm not going to believe you put it on the grill. So, I mean, but I just feel like having your preference isn't the problem. It's having a preference, then also stating that you hate something else. That's
like, I hate people who want to push their ideologies on people, right?
That too.
Like these damn vegans. I don't like y'all.
Borderline vegan. More so pescatarian, but.
Boy, they strict, don't.
They are. I don't have the strength to be fully vegan, to be honest.
That's a lot.
It is. It's a lot. And it's a lot of trial and error because you really got to know how to season your food. It ain't the same as seasoning meat. Like trying to season vegetables to taste like meat. Like it's definitely not the same. You be seeing people on YouTube, you're like, oh, that look easy. I can make this. You get there to make it like this don't taste nothing like I thought it would taste like.
You know what? I don't have a problem with veganism. None of that stuff. It's the fact that they try to put themselves on such a pedestal and look down upon people. What, you eat meat? Oh, what, you eating that's processed? Like, all right, motherfucker, I'll be all right. Like, at the end of the day, you go die just like me. Come on, like.
Honestly,
your casket just gonna be
easy
to carry.
Somebody did a retaliation video to vegans.
No, I ain't seen that.
The guy had raw meat. He was just doing the same stuff that people was doing with the vegans and stuff like that. They was eating they were eating the salad, and the guy was like, "Oh my God, you're eating my food's food. How could you?"
Hey,
like just doing the same stuff that they was doing. Like, okay, it's fine if you want to be vegan, but don't tell me I'm gonna die because I'm eating meat. Oh, we're not. Our teeth weren't built for that. Well, why am I able to chew my meat?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I hear
like 100%,
it, but
though. We got canine teeth for that one specific reason. Like,
and I'm pretty sure Adam and Eve was like catching animals or something. And eating them, and I know they didn't have no air fryer and all that shit to cook it. So
I'm pretty sure tofu was not in the Garden of Eden.
And who was that bit somebody's ear off? Clearly, our teeth are
Mike
strong
Tyson.
enough to break the skin. So you can't tell me that the teeth, not sharp enough to bite meat, because that's what it's, that theory doesn't make any sense. Just say you like plant food. It's fine.
It's fine. You plant powered. It's
and then I don't understand their theory. Oh, we don't do this to all. We don't eat living things. Aren't plants living organisms?
For real. Don't someone move with the sun? Like,
and that was another thing they brought up. They said you was killing the oxygen. Because that's really what it is. I'm like, okay, but
eat plants, the oxygen. We need them, man. What are you doing?
We need that. You getting rid of photosynthesis. We need this. We need all of that.
All right, man. We're going to switch gears real quick. The George Floyd trial is going on. What do you think going to happen at the end of this?
Truthfully, I don't particularly like to follow that type of stuff because it's so sad. It's hard to really say what way it's going to go. Because it just seemed like they find any way to free their people.
The reason I think it's important for us to watch it because this is going to set the standard on, I won't say how we're going to be treated. It's going to set the standard on, I guess, how we're going to continue to be treated. Right? If this depending, I ain't gonna say if he get convicted or not, it's going to change things. Let me take that back. If he do get convicted, it will change things. I think it will give. I'm pretty sure a lot of cops are second guessing themselves with the way they interact with people because everybody has a camera on them at all times. Even though cops should too.
But they've been having some of them that's been doing crazy stuff on the body cam
because they're not used to it. You know what I'm saying? They're so not used to having it that they forget just in that split second. You know what I'm saying? Because their instinct is to do shit the way they want to do it, right? So they're not thinking that split second. I'm pretty sure once that shit is over with, they go, fuck, my body cam was on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or they go, shit, I didn't know it was on. Because it was a cop that got caught planting drugs in people's cars because he didn't know when you turn your camera on, it jumped to the 30 seconds before the camera was on. And so in that 30 seconds, he was getting caught planting the drugs. He'll look around, oh, I found it. And it's like, how long have he been doing it? I think they threw out all his cases. It was like over 120 some cases. And all the people had to get released because it was everything was questionable at that point. So they,
wait, so how was he able to plant the drugs on people's car? Like they just let him search, or how
he was searching. He was just searching people's car.
Because I thought they couldn't just legally search your car.
If they asked you, say yeah.
Because that's another thing. I think a lot of us really do need to be educated on the law.
Yeah, hold on. Let's finish George Floyd. Because you're right. I think that is very much important. Hey, Roy at the door. You'll let him in. I think that is very much important that people do know the law, but I want to just keep it on the George Floyd case because I think all eyes should be on this, and they have had so many witnesses come sit down and talk, and what I'm afraid of is because it was so huge that some of these witnesses are saying things that they would normally say. Because how often do you hear the medical examiner disagree with what the cops want? You know what I'm saying? They usually coincide with the system too.
But they're not supposed to. Aren't they supposed to
They're
be
supposed to be bipartisan. You know what
that's what I thought. Like,
yeah, no, they supposed to and just say, but we already know 9 times out of 10 that's not what happened. If a motherfucker come in, he was shot, cop go, oh, he shot himself with his own gun. Cop up, suicide. You know what I'm saying? So it's just with all this other shit, it's hard to dismiss, you know what I'm saying, any other thing other than that. You know what I'm saying? So
it seemed like they
well,
already know
which, man, you ain't gotta stand up.
It seemed like they already know which way they want to sway in anyway. So whatever bullshit answer they come up with or scenario, they're gonna, oh, okay, that's clearly what happened. A sworn officer of the court said this.
Right?
Is what
Yeah.
happened.
It's always, I always find that shit crazy that, you know, cops supposed to be, you know, still human, and, you know, civilians when they not in their fucking uniform and shit, but they words way heavier than what anybody else would say.
Yeah,
and I think that's ass. So back to what you were saying about people knowing the law. Yeah, you don't have to, like, from my understanding, I'm not, you know, in law school or a lawyer at all, but you don't, like, the cops ask to search your car, you don't have to
be a lawyer. Start watching Law and Order.
You can read it. It's public fucking knowledge, y'all.
It is. It's public knowledge, but also so you can get like a face-to-face example on what the law. Watch them law shows.
I would say you got to be careful. You got to be careful with them law shows because shit varies from state to state.
But see, that's why they could read and also still,
as a supplementary, secondary fucking reference.
Not to say that you're gonna learn how to be a lawyer from watching
but
the shows, but
it's
you kind of know certain stuff, and then you can easily, like you said, Google your laws in your state.
You can easily go on YouTube too. There's so many lawyers putting out information. You know what I'm saying, for people, and like it's, to me, it's getting to the point where it's not an excuse to not know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all.
But I think for some people,
y'all can eyeball weight, but you can't tell a cop no, he can't search your car without
I think
reason.
some of them are mostly just trying to, maybe they're probably scared. They don't know what's going to happen if they tell them no.
Because usually you say no, then you assume guilty. You know what I'm saying? You feel like, oh, if I don't let them search my car, they're gonna think something in here. No, fuck that. I got pulled over one time, right?
You tell their ass anything you find after I told you no is inadmissible. You didn't have no warrant to search me.
No, I had a cop. He pulled me over for absolutely nothing. I knew it was nothing, right? And then, you know, he pulled me over. I'm like, what'd you pull me over for? He was like, oh, I need your ID. I'm like, no, I need a reason. He was like, oh, I ran your plate and you got an out-of-state license.
But you got to have a reason to run the plate.
I'm knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like from my work, I had a lot of interaction with cops, and cops call that plate lotto, and it's illegal. But at least in the state of Illinois, that's all I can speak for. So I'm like, okay, whatever, right? I gave him my stuff. He was like, oh, you mind if I search the car? I do mind. He was like, oh, well, you gonna be sitting here all night. I'm like, all right, I'll turn my car on. Shit, I'm here all night.
Another thing about when they pull you over too, the people you don't have to stop anywhere where they pull you over. If it's a dark, you know, place or something like that, you could drive.
Hey, it's a fine line.
It is.
Nah, hold on.
They say if you maintain your speed, maintain the speed, you could drive somewhere to a safe, secluded, you know, area where you see people around and stuff. You ain't got to pull over in no dark alley or nothing for them.
I don't advise that. You better find the nearest goddamn lit area.
That's what I mean. Like, don't pull over in the dark nowhere, you know, because you ain't be able to have,
you better turn your phone light on or something, because if you go a certain distance, they consider that eluding, whether you was trying to do it justly or not.
They could try to say that if they want to, but when you go to court, and you know they take it off or stuff like that. They're not gonna tell you lost because of that. Like the area wasn't safe. The area wasn't safe.
Get out of here. That's easily dispelled by the cop.
How?
The cop could be like, oh, the light was there, woo woo. I had my spotlight on. He was right off of Main Street, and you could be like, hey, I didn't feel safe, so I kept driving. It ended up being a half mile up the street at a gas station, and the cop be like, oh, I had my lights tire on for such time, and you kept going. Then you finally decided to stop. You know what I'm saying? That's eluding.
You can say that, but if you're not speeding, it's not like you on the run.
Yeah, but even being charged with a crime, whether you get convicted or not, is on your record. So, you know what I'm saying? And not everybody know that shit. A lot of times, cop will pull somebody over or just walk up and arrest someone, and it'd be bullshit. But to get them to the jail cell, they'll charge them with some dumb shit, loitering or some shit. Oh, wow. And they'll get out, you know what I'm saying? No court date, no nothing. But when the police look up your record, that is still there. Like I had a little case in Hammond where it was pretty much a mistaken identity, but in state of Indiana, when you run my name, I was detained for a strong arm robbery. I didn't do shit. No court date. They end up just letting me go. You know what I'm saying? So even just the interaction is still going to be there. You know what I'm saying?
It must be a way.
No,
to get something like that off.
No, it's easy, but we live in a capitalist system, in a capitalist country. You got to pay. You got to pay to get that shit off. And a cop didn't do shit but waste your time. Now you owe the state some money to try to get this shit off your record. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ass. You know, but you got to be careful with shit like that.
I just really feel like, I don't know.
Just run at that point. Fuck it. You might get away.
Yeah.
You gonna get charged with a loot anyway. Just flow that shit. Like,
fuck, I'm stopping for.
Fuck you mean? That shit crazy.
There's people who done got away too.
All the time.
Yeah. So
fuck out of here. You better know your neighborhood better than them. I'm pretty sure you do. You grew.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times they get pulled over where they grew up at. They hit the alley with the big ass speed bumps, hop out, just take the fuck off. Like,
man, another thing people could do, like if you don't want to drive nowhere, you could start like, I'll FaceTime somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, no, it's
like
it's
pulled
ways.
over or something.
Go
FaceTime
live.
somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
You go live, but you have some type of record.
When it comes to cops, just know your shit for your state, and just always be careful.
Be calm, obviously, and
Yeah. Anything else you want to add? You want to say
about that situation?
Anything? You got any hot takes? Like, are you like a conspiracy theorist or something? You believe in flat Earth or some shit?
I don't know what I believe anymore. When it comes to that, I don't know. I just know we here. I don't know.
You think we are part of a simulation?
That's one way to look at it.
I've been hearing this theory that we're pretty much loosely like in a Matrix world.
I can believe it.
We all programmed to do what we go do, the way interact the way we gonna interact, and there's someone overwatching us, right? And then Neil deGrasse Tyson was like, if that's the case, then it's going to be a perpetual simulations. Mm-hmm. If we're a simulation, we are already working towards to building a simulation, which in turn is going to eventually evolve and build a simulation. Mm-hmm. Or maybe we just the most advanced civilization and we're going to build the first simulation.
You could be like,
right,
you go all day with stuff like that, but
nice little mind fuck real quick.
It is. I mean, it's something to really think about, especially when they say the world is yours and you make your life what you want it to be.
Yeah.
And I do believe that is true. So
yeah, I don't think we have any like predetermined like destinies or nothing.
I think we do.
You think so?
I think we do, but I think
okay, hold on, no. In what sense? Because I'm totally against that.
Well, the reason why I say I think we do, but obviously your destiny changes. Like, okay.
No, that's not predetermined.
I would say like this, okay, like the butterfly effect. Like, you know how...
That's time travel.
This is how... No, but this is what I mean. Like, when they went back in time, like, if a butterfly landed on his finger this time when he went back and it didn't land on his finger that time, the whole world was different.
Right.
So... I think
because that butterfly could be a moment of inspiration for him.
I think it might be like generated destinies for us, like, okay, or multiple destinies laid out. Like, if you take this path, this is where you'll end up. If you take this path, this is where you'll end up.
Right.
If you take this path, you'll end up here.
But to me, that's not a predetermined destiny. A predetermined destiny is a straight line. You're going to live your life. You're going to make these decisions. No matter what you're going to do, you're just going to end up in this spot. Criminals going to be criminals. Presidents going to be presidents. Cops going to be cops. You know what I'm saying? That's your predetermined line.
Okay, well, I guess I wouldn't say that.
No, we have free will. We have free will. Because if I decide to go out here and run through every red light, get in a couple accidents, I'm going to jail, I'm going to be hurt, and I change my whole trajectory.
Maybe,
I can
maybe
no longer
not.
be a comic.
Because sometimes people get into stuff and they survive, and it's like super unexplained. So that's what made me think it is kind of.
No, that's not me. Hurt, I'm going to jail. One or the other.
Maybe not.
That's a predetermined.
Maybe you get out of that. Maybe you get out of that, and you get out of there without a scratch on you. It's
a thing for privileged white people. It's a word that they can get like fuck. I can't think of the word.
Right.
So it was a case with this white kid. I think he went joyriding or he killed some people or some shit, and he got off because his parents said he was too privileged and didn't know the value of life. Affluenza?
Interesting.
Fuck, I can't think of the word. Yeah, nah, 100%. It's a thing. Y'all look it up, put that shit in the comments, and remind me how stupid I am because I should know this. But yeah, no, it was a case. The kid did some dumb shit. I think some people got hurt, maybe killed, and he served 0 jail time because he was too wealthy and did not understand the value of life. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's why I say I feel like they already be having their convictions predetermined. Like, whatever bullshit you bring to me, I'm going to approve. So,
see, but that's a case of money, though. Because there's no lawyer that can get somebody out, oh, he was too poor and didn't understand the value of life.
Maybe, but you know, the poor people don't usually get the... Shoot, the public defenders don't try to defend you. They just tell you to plead out. Oh, yeah, just take the time. It's only 85 years. Like,
it could be 185.
Could be 185. You really saving you something. Like, they'll tell you to just plead out. They're not even trying to fight the case. So they wouldn't even try that defense. It might work. Somebody might look at it and be like, oh, I've never been poor before. Oh, my God. I can see that being,
if a lawyer take this defense, I want my money. That's all I want. All right, Tionna, we're going to get ready to get up out of here. Once again, tell the people who you are, where they can find you. Go ahead, plug yourself.
Empress Tionna.
Wait, what was it? The baddest bitch, Empress Tionna?
Oh, yeah, that's my IG name, the baddest bitch, Empress T. But I am a fashion designer. I'm always accepting new clients for fun stuff, though. Please don't hit me up for like T-shirts or something. Something basic.
No RIP for the dead homies. Fuck you mean?
I don't really want that type of stuff.
Make sure y'all following us. Third Post Media. Post like your heartbeat, not post like a guard post or a plus. Y'all be typing some of the dumbest shit in. Third Post Media. Make sure y'all follow me on all platforms. Simply Just Will. Y'all should be following me, man. I had just posted. I had a good set. I was here at the little comedy club. Damon Williams was there, and I had that nigga rolling. I had a good ass set. Y'all missed that shit. Y'all should be following.
Nice.
All right, y'all. We out. Thanks for coming through.
No problem. Thanks for asking me to come on the show.